we are going to discuss nodal analysis when voltage source is connected between two non-reference nodes, and this case is known as supernode analysis. And we will try to understand how to perform supernode analysis with the help of this example. In this example, we are required to find the current flowing through 5 ohm resistance. So let's move on to the solution of this example. Now, before understanding the solution of this example, we have to understand what is meant by the supernode. Okay, so supernode is actually called as when a voltage source is connected between two non-reference nodes. Okay, so if you see in this example, this is one node and this is another node. Okay, and we consider that both these nodes are non-reference node, and between these two node there is a one voltage source. And if you see that this voltage source is actually the ideal voltage source, so we will say that this node and this node is actually called as the supernode. So when this type of situation will come in the numerical, how to deal with such a situation, that we have to understood, and which is known as the supernode analysis. Okay, so when we solve a nodal analysis numerical, the first step is always to find out how many nodes are there. So first step is the number of nodes. Okay, so if I see that this is the first node, so I will be giving the name as node number 1. This will be your node number 2, okay, and this will be your node number 3. If you see at this bottom, this point, this point, and this, all these are also node, but there is no element connected between these two, so we can consider as a single node, and I will be taking that as a reference node. Reference node means their voltage is equal to 0, and I will give the name of that node is 4. Okay, so in this example we have total 4 nodes, out of which node 4 is considered as reference node. Okay, so that is voltage at that node V is equal to 0, and node 1 and node 2 and node 3 are called as the non-reference node. Now in the second step we will assign the voltage. So we have already assigned the voltage. At the node 1 the voltage is V1, here voltage is V2, and at the node 3 voltage is V3. Okay, so now next step is we will apply the KCL to each node and find out the equation. Okay, so the next step we will be perform here is that apply KCL at node 1. Okay, and we apply KCL at node 1, then what we will get, that we will see here. Okay, so if you see the node 1, in node 1 there are two resistance are connected, one is of 3 ohms, another is of 2 ohms. So these values are given in ohms. So how you get the current through this? By simple Ohm's law, the voltage by resistance. So voltage is V1 minus V0 because this is a reference node, and value of resistance is 3. So it is simply equal to V1 upon 3 plus. The second one is this one. So voltage is V1 and V2 because this 2 ohm is connected between node 1 and 2. So difference will be voltage V1 minus V2 divided by resistance. So V1 minus V2 and value of the resistance is equal to, and this should be equal to total current. So total current is 10 ampere and this current is coming towards the node. So when the current is coming towards the node, you have to take that current as positive. So this will be 10. Okay. So if you see that, so there is only two elements. Okay. So now we will rearrange, means we will collect the terms of V1 and V2. So it is 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 2 V1 plus minus 1 upon 2. This will be equal to V2 is equal to 10. Fine. Now if you solve this fraction, so this is 0.33 plus 0.5. So answer is 833, 0.833 V1 minus 0.5 V2, and this should be equal to 10. So this will be your equation number 1. So you can see that just by simply applying the KCL at node 1, we have find out the first answer. Now similarly, we will apply to the KCL at node 2 as well as node 3. But here we can see that in between these two, there is one voltage source. Okay. So what happened when there is a voltage source? That this node 2 and this node 3, basically in between these two non-reference node there is a voltage source, and when this situation will occur, then that node is actually called as super node. So we will say that the node 2 as well as the node 3 is actually representing here the supernode. Why it is representing the supernode? Because in between these two nodes there is one voltage source, right? So I will note down the next point here. What we will note down here? Node 2 and 3 represent supernode as voltage source is connected between them. As voltage source is connected between them. Hence, combine both nodes, that is 2 and 3, and apply KCL to find out the voltage. Okay. So what we will do, as the node 2 and 3 are representing the super node, so we will combine these two node 2 and 3. So it will be treated as one node and we will call that node as a super node and we will apply the KCL. Okay. So I will write in the next step, apply KCL at supernode. Okay. So instead of writing the number, so supernode means node number 2 and node number 3, and after that what we will get. Okay. So it's very simple, means find out the current at this second node as well as the third node and combine all these three. Fine. So when you combine, you can see that at this node 2, okay, at this node 2, what we will be getting here is that it is now V2 minus V1 by 2. This is the first current, and second is V2 minus V0 by 1. Okay. So I will be writing here V2 minus V1 by 2, and the second one is V2 divided by 1. Fine. Okay. So V2 minus V1 by 2, V2 minus by 1, and there is no. So now write at this point. Okay. So what is the voltage here also, or the voltage here is also again same. So what will be V3 by 2, because this is again a reference node. So voltage is 0. So V3 by 2. So this will be plus V3 by 2. So we are adding the voltages of the node 2 as well as 3. Okay. One is remaining. What is voltage here? V3. And this voltage is, if you follow that, it is positive negative, so minus 10. So V3 minus 10 divided by 5. Okay, so it is V3 minus 10 divided by 5, and as there is no current source, so this will be equal to 0. Okay, you can see that. So this is voltage V3, and at this point the voltage is, you can see negative plate is connected, so minus 10 and divided by resistance. Okay, so now again rearrange this one. So if you rearrange that, so it is minus 1 upon 2 V1, fine, plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 by 1 is 1 V2 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 5. Okay, this will be 1 upon 5, and this will become minus 10 by 5. So when you transfer to this side, it is 10 by 5. Okay, so if I solve this, this will be minus 0.5 V1 plus this will be 1.5 V2. Okay, if you solve this, this will become this will be zero point 0.5 and this will be zero point 0.2. Okay, so this will become zero point 0.7, zero point 0.7 V3, and this should be equal to 2. So this will be your second equation. Okay, so here we can see that the first KVL equation we have written, and the second KCL equation we have written at the supernode. Okay, but if you see that here we have a three non-reference node, okay, and three unknown. Which are the three unknown? V1, V2, V3, and we have finding out only two equation. So we have to write down another equation. Okay, so if you see that super node, here the voltage is V2. Okay, means this represent plus 20, and here the voltage is V3, so it represents minus S. So if you take the difference, it is V2 minus V3 is equal to 20. So we can write from the given network, okay, at node 2 and 3. Okay, what we observed here is that V2 minus V3, this is a potential difference, and this potential difference is equal to 20. This is actually given. You can see that the potential difference, that is V2 minus V3, is given as how much? It is given as the 20 volts. So I just substitute. So now you can see that we have three equations, 1, 2 and 3, and three unknowns. So if you solve these three equations simultaneously, you will get the values of V1, V2 and V3. Okay. So next step is solve equation 1, 2 and 3. Okay. As soon as we will solve the equation 1, 2 and 3, you will get the values of V1, V2 and V3. If you use calculator, you will get the answer. I have solved it and I got this answer 18.95 volt as the V1 value, 11.58 volt is the values of V2, and minus 8.41 volt is the value of V3. Okay, so I have find out the values of V1, V2 and V3, right? So if there is a super node, so in that way we will solve that. But in the question, what they have asked, find out the current flowing through the 5 ohm resistance. Okay, so what is the current flowing through 5 ohm resistance, that we have to find out. Okay, so we have to find out the here. So current flowing through is simply V3, okay, minus 10 divided by 5. Okay, so that will be the current flowing through that. Okay, so I will simply find out the last portion here, that is current flowing through 5 ohm resistor. Okay, so that current is come out to be I is equal to voltage by resistance. Okay, So voltage by resistance. So voltage is V3 minus 10 divided by 5. Okay. So V3 minus 10 divided by 5. So that current is come out V3 we have calculated minus 8.41 minus 10 divided by 5. So this will be minus 18.41 divided by 5. So if I calculate that answer, this is covered to be minus 3.682 ampere. Fine. So the current flowing through the 5 ohm resistance is calculated as minus 3.682 ampere. But okay, but if you see that in this we are getting the current as a negative. So what the negative sign is indicate that means we have considered that the current is flowing from this direction from upper side to lower side. So like this. Okay, but negative sign says that whatever we have assumed is wrong. So actually current is flowing in opposite direction. Fine. So current is flowing from this reference potential to the third potential. Okay. So in the last we can write down that negative sign indicates that current is flowing in opposite direction of assumption. Fine. Okay. So in that way, I have complete my questions. Okay. So they have asked us find out the current flowing through 5 ohm resistance with the help of the nodal analysis. Okay. So thank you very much for listening my lecture.